I think the birth of the data privacy day in the United States is a combination of, as most of the good things that happen in the world, of a good policy decision and the goodwill of people, real people.
Last year, the California voters approved Proposition 24. And what the proposition does is it basically strengthens the protections that exist in the CPPA. And among other things, it creates an independent agency.
We supervise processing of personal data of anything that is EU-wise. The EDPS is only working for the interests of Europe. So we take lots of initiatives to make the work of the EDPB as European as possible. And a recent example of that is our proposal to create a support pool of experts, investigators that will assist the national data protection authorities with tricky investigations or when they need to get together to deal with a common case.
5 years ago, comparing Europe and the US was in a way easier because, the European tradition is, well, I don't know if you can say it rather old compared to other human rights, but the tradition of the right to data protection in Europe dates back to the 70s. Structurally, it's been fairly stable and really, really successful in terms of exporting those ideas to other countries. I think that there's a really good argument to say that there is essential equivalence between what we have in California and what we have had in Europe for such a long time.
It's tomorrow will be Data Privacy Day, to the beginning of 2022. I'm really interested for you both. Is there one specific thing that you would like to see during the next year that we could all take up to increase the level of collaboration between the US and the EU on these issues?
I think we all share the same concern about the need to uphold and foster the principles of democracy and the rule of law. The level of polarization that we are seeing in our societies I think, is a real matter of concern both for the United States and the European Union.
Potentially hosting the Global Privacy Assembly at some point here in California. The other area that is near and dear to my heart, as I mentioned before, is this idea of medical research, good uses of data, and how we can be enabling those uses given the complexity that the requirements are moving towards, even internally within the European Union. And so I look forward seeing more work done there, more thoughtful policy in that space, so that we can ensure that data protection achieves its goal, which really was, ethical uses of data while enabling innovation and enabling good technology.